Okay. What I'm going to do right now is, I found this screw earlier when we were disassembling the machine, and I recognized this screw as a mounting screw for a circuit board. So, with a little further inspection, I found that we get a couple of threaded holes here in this housing, right here. These two holes should have screws in them from the other side. And this looks very much like the screw that belongs in one of these holes from the other side. Now, what does that tell me? Well, what that tells me is somebody's been at this. So I'm going to decase the circuit board to see why there was somebody in there. I'm going to start by removing the screws on the bottom. And the purpose of these videos is not to try to teach people how to repair these, because you can't. But because there's so many attempts by people to fix them, I come across many of the same results. And I'm hoping that by doing these videos, we can save a lot of machines that others are ruining. And if not, at least recover the ones that have been ruined so we still have some parts. That's the purpose. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing is all of these screws look very similar to that one. Now, I don't see any missing. But as I said, there's two holes right here that need screws in this particular model. And lo and behold, I look down in here where these holes have been provided to get to a screw. And what do you know? There's no screws. Let's open this up and see where it went bad. And the thing that is amazing about this particular case is, when we get in here, we're going to see some miracles happening. In fact, I know somebody that should be buying a lottery ticket right now, because he just dodged a bullet. Or she. And you should make no mistake, there's been a lot of she's been involved in some of this tomfoolery. So, everybody gets to take a little bit of a beating. In this case, like I said, I didn't see any screws in them holes. And I'm seeing a screw that looks like it belonged in that hole. Now I'm looking for the other one. Okay, looks good. What we found. Uh-oh. Imagine for a moment you're a metal screw with a metal washer, and you're rolling around on this circuit board. And somebody turns on the power. Boom! That's the end of it. So, there's somebody that should be buying a lottery ticket. No burn marks, and it's not welded to the board, so we're in good shape. Now there's 4 other screws They come out of there that hold this onto the machine itself. So now we've found the home for these two. They go in this pile. This is the bottom, and that's it. Those two screws belong through here, and secured here. So this is a second life for this machine, or at least for this circuit board. And I suspect in the end that the reason all of this happened was because the foot control that plugs in here wasn't making a good contact. There's two contacts here in this receptacle. One is here, and one is here. And that's just the foam from the packing. What happens with this system is when this plastic part of the receptacle wears with the pin, with the foot control plug being plugged in and out of it, it wears this plastic so that it's not tight anymore. It doesn't hold the plug tight enough. So it's not necessarily the contacts that are at fault here. The part that's failed is this plastic receptacle. The contacts, the metal contacts in here are no longer available. And because of the way this fails, you shouldn't try to bend these contacts so that it holds on the plug better, because you can do that. But you're going to continue to wear everything else out. And unless it doesn't matter, that would probably work. But I wouldn't recommend it. The proper fix to this problem is to replace this receptacle. But like I said, the contacts are no longer available, and we have to reuse those. So it is possible to still get this receptacle, plastic part. It's actually referred to by Pfaff as a bushing, but that has to be replaced, and in this case it will be. So that's it for the circuit board, main circuit board overview.